this track meet in the context of our lives just makes us celebrate so many things. And not only just track, but that we get to do this. I listed some of those things, but I listed them with a new idea, not a new idea, a different idea about how we look at ourselves as members of this team. And I asked these questions, and you know the answer to all of them. What do you do in the face of a history of bad conference meets in your event? I'm thinking about the 800-meter guys. What do you do? You get 3 qualifiers. What do you do in the face of a strong headwind in the vault? 5 of the greatest vaulters in the country were in that meet. 2 of them no-heighted into the wind. Our guys didn't no-height. What do you do if you're behind 37 points the first day, and after the first event on Saturday, you're behind 67 points? What do you do? What did you do? Some people would say, wow, we're out of this. Well, you know. This is going to be a metaphor for our team forever, the next one. What do you do if you drop the baton? You pick it up and win. And I've got pictures, you'll see them in the bulletin board. Borch is from me to Fritz behind the North Central guy with about 40 yards to go. What do you do if you drop the baton? You pick it up and win. What do you do if your competition is 5 All-Americans, the 5 fastest times in the conference, 40 seconds faster than our best guy in the 5K? We get 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And 2 of those All-Americans were back there. What did you do? What do you do, throwers? If your venue is 5 blocks, a half a mile away from your teammates, from their support, from their cheers, from the team huddle that's always out at the hammer cage but couldn't be there because it's too far away. What do? You get on the phone, I'm talking to Gonzo, how they doing? Gonzo called back, how they doing? Hey, we just got 1, 2, and 100. Hey, we just won the shot put. Hey, it's back and forth. They knew that you guys were cheering for them, and we knew that they were doing their part, even though we were apart. Imagine that. Nobody physically there to cheer, and you still got it. Boy, if that ain't Augie track, I use ain't to emphasize the negative because I'm a good English teacher. If that ain't Augie track, I don't know what is. They weren't even there, and still we got it. What do you do if your trials go less well than expected? You come back and get 1, 2, 8, and 100. What do you do if you're in the lead and someone wants to take it? Where's Ansu? I got a picture on a bulletin board of him too. He's all alone. And the guy that he couldn't get beat by is from me to Fritz ahead of him, not this far or a little bit farther ahead to be. What do you do if somebody's back there knowing, you're up there and you can't let them get too far ahead? What do you do? What do you do if you're not on the travel squad or don't compete on the second day? You should see the videos. Back and forth across the track. We're on this side when Patton went by in the quarter mile. I got a picture of it. You see Patton up here and everybody else is running across the field to get to the other side to cheer again. Well, guess what? We dropped the baton, they cheered, and guess what? We did what we had to do. And Wood ran. We didn't get an accurate split because he picked up the baton off the infield. But I had him in 39 flat. What do you do if 3 weeks earlier, this is incredible, 3 weeks earlier your whole team achieved 77 personal bests? How do you top that? You go to the conference meet on a lousy weather day and get 61 personal bests. That's what you do. That's what you did. What do you do if you get stuck in the slow heat of the 1500? What do you do? Where's Hart? Yeah, I just go out and beat those other guys in the fast heat, and they're not even there beside me. One of my favorite quotes, it comes out of a piece of literature that's kind of strange. But that's okay, we're kind of strange too. But listen to this. It's from a Swedish writer. His name is Paul Olsen. We don't care that. But the guys, these characters in the novel are walking up and they're trying to figure out what life means. And after a discussion with another character, they walk away and one of them says this: the wealth, and this is you guys this weekend, in the broadest context we can put it in. The wealth of life is boundless. What does your t-shirt say? Celebrate life. Oh, by the way, we got some new t-shirts coming. And by the way, they say Conference Champions 2010! wealth of life is as great as we can grasp. Can we ask for more? Can you grasp 70 points behind and we can still win? When, nevertheless, we do ask for more, then all the incomprehensible exists as well. I watched Alcarius, who was a friend of mine, not an enemy, walk away from the high jump flying because they just went from 37 to 70 points ahead. And they got 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, I think, in the high jump. And the meet's over. What do you do with all the incomprehensible? It's incomprehensible that we could win. Exists as well. All that we cannot grasp, but you didn't let go. Keep going. As soon as we are able to reach out our hands for something, as soon as we get the feeling that something is, immediately it is. Can we ask for more? Mike Zapolsky wrote me a note and asked, you've been here a long time. This has to be one of the top conference meets ever. Guys, this was number 1. 43 freaking years, this was number 1. and I'm still floating. I fell asleep at 4:30 Sunday morning. I went to bed at 12. I lay there, well, might as well get up and do some work. So I entered all the national meet guys, went back to bed. Boom. Got up, entered all the conference meet updates. Boom. Watched TV for an hour, but there's just junk on. But I love that. No, I don't even. Can we ask for more? You did. I've never been prouder. I've never been, and more important to me, I've never been more grateful to be a part of what you guys are. And that's how the alumni felt that I'm getting emails from, who were at the meet, who were so excited, and other faculty around Augustana, and I've heard lots of it, I already told you that. You did that. It's a very, very big deal. Now I got 2 little announcements. They're short. The t-shirts are coming. We have 2 meets, 3 for many of you left. Because the conference meet is such a big deal, and you were so sensational, and we get to celebrate with Whiteys, and we're going to do all that, we will celebrate. We will celebrate, in my opinion, yours too, right, with the best celebration we can have is the Whiteys. We will do that, but because we celebrate life, it ain't over. We got the North Central and Chicago meets coming up on Saturday. We've got our Twilight meets, which will be, in a different way, the best meet of your life. We've got the national meet. So somebody says, well, the season's over, conference. It's never over because we don't just celebrate and aim for one goal. We got a whole journey, and we celebrate life every day. And we're going to be great in the next 3 meets. We got more qualifiers to get, right? You know, and we're going to get them at the national meet. Anybody have anything to share?
We got up.
We got up. You got up. And you're all thinking, just shut up and let us get to the Whiteys. Give yourselves a hand. You are absolutely